Hi guys, and welcome to Football Canapes for this live watch along of Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur. One of those matches that you know you never know what you're going to get, and yeah, so really excited about this game. Let's hope we get good action and an exciting match. We've just seen a nil-nil draw between Aston Villa and Everton, and hoping that we can see a match that is worthy of what what has gone on in the past, and yeah, that's that's all we can hope for so far. Uh, the team news is of course in, and and uh, and I'll just go through the team news in a moment. But for now, and I'll be going through the team news in a moment. But important to note that Sir Jim Ratcliffe uh, is going to be in the stands watching his club that he has taken over, and watching for the first time. Not taken over, he's become the partial owner of the club, 25%. Of course, him and his team at Ineos, which is into petrochemicals, will be looking at the sporting side of things. So, I mean, uh, whenever a new owner comes in, you know, pressure is generally on the new manager. They usually like to get their man in, and I'm not sure whether Eric Ten Hag will be the man in the long run or not. But for now, Eric Ten Hag is the manager, and let's hope for his sake that that Manchester United can put in a performance where they can. Show Sir Jim Ratcliffe that he's made right investment. 1.25 or 1.5 billion, however much has been spent by Ineos or or Sir Jim Ratcliffe is a good investment, and and going forward, Manchester United can become close to what they once were. They are, of course, one of the biggest teams. I mean, in terms of Premier League, the biggest team, uh, as I said, in terms of Premier League, and they'd be hoping they can return to those glory days, and yeah, that's that's what they'll be hoping. So, as far as the team news, so here is the uh, team news. Just let me find it. Okay, so here's the team news. First of all, Manchester United, the home team. Andre Onana, he was supposed to go to AFCON, but he has delayed it a little bit. He starts in goal. Aaron Van Bissaka at right back, Rafael Varane at centre half, along with Johnny Evans and Diego Dallo at left back. Sergio Reguilon, interesting to note, has gone back to Tottenham Hotspur, and there's talk that he could be moving to Brentford. Christian Eriksen and Kobe Manu are in midfield, deep lying midfield, and in attack, Manchester United have got Alejandro Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, and Marcus Rashford, with Rasmus Højlund up front. And as for Spurs, Richarlison starts up top along with Brennan Johnson and Timo Werner, who has signed on loan from Red Bull Leipzig or RB Leipzig. And no Son, of course, he's gone to Asian Games, not Asian Games, Asian Cup, Asia Cup, and and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg in midfield, along with Rodrigo Bentancur and Olivier Skip. Of course, Dejan Kulusevski is ill, so not in the squad today. At the back, good to see Mickey Van de Ven and Christian Romero back in. Both have been out. Christian Romero with a hamstring kind of an injury, and Mickey Van de Ven as well with a slightly, I mean, uh, slightly serious, slightly more serious, let's put it this way, slightly more serious hamstring injury. Destinio Dogi at left back, and the Spaniard Pedro Porro at right back, and Vicario as the goalkeeper. As for substitutes, Manchester United have got Lisandro Martinez and Casemiro back on bench. Both have been out for a long while. Backbone of Manchester United's side, and in the second half, supporters would be hoping that they can keep fit and help Manchester United to a respectable finish, whatever that is. So, and apart from that, Alte Bayendir is the goalkeeper. Anthony and Tom Heaton, he's also a goalkeeper. So, two goalkeepers on the bench. Facundo Pellistri, talk is he might be going on loan to either PSV or somewhere in MLS. Scott McTominay, who's Manchester United's top scorer. Would you believe it? Willy Kambavola and Omari Forson. As for Tottenham Hotspur, there are only 8 players on the bench. Radu Dragusin, who's signed uh, just a few days ago from Genoa. Brian Gill, Emerson Royal, Fraser Forster, who's the goalkeeper, formerly of Newcastle United, and then 4 youngsters: Brandon Austin, Yago Santiago, Jamie Donnelly, and Alfie Dorrington. So these are the players that are in the matchday squads, and of course Eric Ten Hag, the manager of is the manager of Manchester United, and Ange Postecoglou for Tottenham Hotspur. So let's see how the match goes. About 3 or 4 minutes to go at Theatre of Dreams for the match to start, and that's the team news for you. And let's hope we can get a cracking match. And if you're watching, do click like, share, and subscribe. Jim, as I said, so Jim Ratcliffe is in the stands watching Manchester United. There with Sir Alex Ferguson watching, and he's a boyhood Manchester United fan, and would be hoping that his uh, his team can record a win today, and 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 you know begin their climb up the table. So that's what Sir Jim Ratcliffe would be expecting. Of course, the deal I don't think has still gone through with the Premier League. The directors and owners test are still to be done, and are still to be done, and I'm sure that will be done. I don't think that would be a big issue, and that 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 that's just a formality. I don't think there's any big issue there, and very soon we'll get that thing rubber stamped. So both teams are lining up. Just the pre-match formalities going on, and the match should begin soon. I better get ready. Last couple of times, the clock. I've forgotten to start the clock, and that's one of the perils of being a one-man show. So just pre-match handshakes. Andre Onana, of course, as I told you, will be heading off to Cameroon. Will be heading off to his national team, Cameroon, where his team play Ghana tomorrow. He won't be playing, I don't think. And but I mean, Manchester United did reach a compromise of sorts with the Cameroon national team. Is it Cameroon or Ghana? I think it might be Cameroon, but you never know. So 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 yeah. Let's hope him staying back helps Manchester United rather than hinders them. He has made quite a number of mistakes in recent weeks. So Manchester United would be hoping that him staying isn't going to affect isn't going to affect how how they perform. In fact, Tom Heaton and Altay Bayindir. I mean, Tom Heaton hasn't played for a long while, and Bayindir. If you go on internet, I know this is only a select footage of what he has done or what he hasn't done, but he if you are a Manchester United fan, he won't be filling you up with a lot of confidence. So I mean, it's 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 uh, it's I mean, I don't know. Manchester United must be stuck. Manchester United fans must be stuck between two stools. Like Andre Onana, he's the number one choice, but they would like to see what their other signing is like, and and but I'm not sure they have seen too much of him. So kickoff has happened, and Manchester United have kicked off the game and have kicked off, and let's see how what strategy Tottenham deploy with Ange Postecoglou. It's generally a bit of a gung ho approach, and let's see if they play their typical high line and all, and how that thing, how Manchester United cope with it, and how they deal with it. I mean, in terms of attack as well. So it would be interesting. And now we have the first goal kick of the game with the ball running out of play. Van Bissaka running into a bit of a cul-de-sac, and Tottenham are on attack. Of course, Tottenham are missing uh, a big player in a big player in uh, Heung-Min Son, captain of the club after Harry Kane left, and and Pap Sarr, as well as I'm not sure if Basuma has gone to African Cup of Nations or not, but Pape Sarr is missing as well, and as well as as well as as well as Yves Basuma. So Bentancur, Hoiberg, and Oliver Skip in midfield. Mickey Van de Ven is back. I'm not sure whether he played in the FA Cup game against Burnley or not, but he he has the pace. So with his presence, Tottenham on the attack with Brennan Johnson. Cross comes in and Onana claims, and it's out to Alejandro Garnacho, who's up against Cape. Bruno Fernandes with a fantastic ball. Marcus Rashford in the box. In the box. Can he shoot? He. Oh man! And it's Hoyland makes it 1-0 to Manchester United. Hoyland scores. That's two consecutive home games that he has scored in, and Manchester United are 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur. And it's a fantastic start for Manchester United. Rasmus Hoyland has scored. He scored the winner against Aston Villa as well when Manchester United came from 2-0 down to beat Aston Villa, and now he scored, and it was a fantastic ball by uh, Bruno Fernandes to let Marcus Rashford free, and then he tried to dribble, but in the end it went to uh, Rasmus Højlund, who powered his shot at the roof of the net, and nothing Guillermo Vicario could do about it. The power, the precision, it was just a bit too much for the Italian to handle, and it's already Manchester United 1, Tottenham Hotspur nil. Manchester United giving an early present to their new partial owner in Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and it's something for them to be really happy about. The game has kicked off again, and and Rasmus Højlund will be delighted. His career at Old Trafford started slowly in terms of Premier League at least, and but now he's scoring the goals in the Premier League. Andre Onana is doing well as well, and Manchester United must be absolutely delighted with the attempt made by Rasmus Højlund. Left-footed effort and absolutely drilled at the roof of the net, and and it's 1-0 to Manchester United. Tottenham have a corner now. Charlison, can he score? Charlison. Pedro Porro to take the corner game's first. He swings it in, but Udogi, and Tottenham. It's been a good start by Manchester United. Excellent start. What else could you ask for, scoring in the first 2 or 3 minutes? But here Tottenham are on the attack, and it's repelled by one of the central defenders, probably Johnny Evans, and again Manchester United on the counter attack with Garnacho, I think it is, and here goes Dallo on the right hand side. Oh, and it's Manchester United's first corner of the game. Destiny Udogi does well to repel the shot, and and it's a corner to Manchester United. Oh, yeah, Manchester United. Diego Dallo with the superb cross. Christian Eriksen to take. Interesting, not Bruno Fernandes. Maybe Eriksen would look to find Bruno Fernandes at the edge of the box with his corner. Who knows what he tries to do? Johnny Evans and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg being spoken to, almost doing a ballet, not ballet, but like a dance. Oh, what an attempt from Van Bissaka. Marcus Rashford. It was. Not sure how I confused the two, but good attempt by Rashford, and the ball goes wide. And the ball goes wide. Excellent start by Manchester United. They couldn't have, I mean, they would have dreamed of a start like this, but there's a lot of difference between dreaming and actually having it delivered. Manchester United on the attack again. Marcus Rashford. Manchester United have started very well, actually, and in the first 8 minutes. Oh, attempt by, I think it was Pedro Porro. It was indeed Pedro Porro, and Onana gathers. I mean, it had the sting taken out of it. Free kick to Manchester United. So Onana, it would help his confidence as well, Andre Onana, and 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 he'd be he'd be hoping for a clean sheet, although still a long time to go, about 80 or 85 minutes. 85 minutes if you include the uh, uh, so Manchester United on the attack, but it's broken down, and Tottenham looking to counter. So Richarlison with the ball, a good, well played. It goes out wide. Chance. Oh, just wide from Werner. I think it was Werner. I think it was, and it's a corner. It was deflected behind from uh, Johnny Evans. It might have found Richarlison's head, but but uh, but it wasn't to be. Corner comes in. It's, oh my goodness, just saved off the line. Saved to the line, and it's again back with Tottenham. Cross again goes, maybe saved from a corner, but Tottenham are now piling on the pressure on Manchester United. Timo Werner, corner to Tottenham Hotspur. Might have been going in that effort, but Diego Dallo wasn't taking any chances and got rid of it. I mean, cleared off the line for another corner. Tottenham to take another corner. This time it's Pedro Porro. It's cleared, but Tottenham have it on the edge of the box. Oliver Skip, and my flag might go up. It does. Brennan Johnson, judged to have been offside, and Manchester United can breathe a sigh of relief. So Jim Ratcliffe in focus again, once again, watching Manchester United. I'm sure he's watched Manchester United before, but I don't think he has in the stands as the partial owner of the Premier League's most well-known club, and so he'd be hoping that Manchester United can, see this game out. I mean, I know there are still about 80-85 minutes to go if you include the added time. Destiny Odogi with a crunching tackle on Alejandro Garnacho results in a corner, but Garnacho is up and in the box. Ericsson to take the corner, cleared away. Van Bissaka, oh, well played Van Bissaka. Oh, Kobe Mainu it was. Good open game this in the first 12, about 12-13 minutes, whatever it's been, 14 minutes. And Bruno Fernandes has already started his morning. And Postecoglou would be disappointed to have conceded so soon. And this is, I think, his first choice back four: Vendeven, Romero, Udogi, and Porro. Multicultural. It is an Argentine, a Dutch guy, an Italian, and a Spaniard. So, I mean, two of them are having their first season at Tottenham Hotspur. Udogi, I think, was signed earlier but was loaned back to Udinese in Italy. And of course, Mickey Vendeven only signed this season from Wolfsburg for about 50 million. Marcus Rashford in the box! Oh, he earns a corner for Manchester United, and from Christian Romero. Marcus Rashford has started well as well. Of course, it was his control that earned the corner for that earned the corner for the chance for uh, Manchester United, which Rasmus Højlund drilled in the roof of the net. And good open game. This can't see ending it with just one goal, but yeah, let's see how it unfolds. There was a game where Manchester United took an early lead, but Spurs came back to win 6-1. Anthony Martial or either Paul Pogba, one of those two, was sent off, and Manchester United lost. That was during that season when, because of COVID, the matches were played at in empty stadiums, and Might have been Anthony Martial who was sent off, and Harry Maguire had a classic Harry Maguire moment in that game for that Tongi and Dombele goal. And Radu Dragusin on the bench, or Dragusan, I'm not sure how it is pronounced, but Destiny Udogie intercepts, and Timo Werner is on the attack. Destiny Udogie crosses, and it's out for a corner of Johnny Evans. This had good open game. This there is no neither of the two sides is holding back. Great attacking play and and really fun to watch, to be honest. And here comes the corner, and it's 1-1, and it's Richarlison who scored. 1-1, 1-1. Pedro Porro's corner has been put into the net by Richarlison, and it's 1-1 score. To be fair, it has been coming, and I mean Manchester United are taking are giving away too many chances, and Manchester United taking too many chances, and an excellent corner, and nothing man on the line could do. Diego Dallo, I think it was, and it's 1-1. Good exciting game this. Richarlison has been on a bit of a scoring streak in the last few weeks, and he makes no mistake, and it's 1-1 in this exciting game. The game has kicked off again, and to be honest, Tottenham have done really well since going a goal down against Manchester United, and I mean, looked a real threat. They've created, I think, more chances than Manchester United, and now we are where we all started, 1-1. Rodrigo Bentancur and and Skip in have been doing in midfield, and Timo Werner has worried Van Bissaka. Here it goes again. Timo Werner cross comes one of the midfield. Oh, Timo Werner with an absolutely appalling attempt. Appalling attempt. Poor attempt, really poor. I think both teams are conscious of, not going behind again. I mean, in case of Spurs, not going behind again. Timo Werner with an attempt, but it's blocked. So, Timo Werner, I mean, is in for Heung-Min Son, who's gone to Asian Cup, and gone on to Asian Cup. Someone is down injured. Brennan Johnson, I think it is. Foul by Van Bissaka. A bit of a reckless foul by him, and free kick to Spurs. And Brennan Johnson is up. He should be okay. Should be okay. And Tottenham have a free kick. Eric Ten Hag looks a bit worried. Must be thinking can't can't afford to go down against this Spurs side who play some excellent football. Really enjoyable. Easy on the eyes. Free kick taken. In comes the cross, but it's headed clear, but it's offside, so that's the end of that. And and we begin again. Maybe another yellow card coming someone's way. Rodrigo Bentancur gets yellow card, I think, for kicking the ball away. I mean, I'm not sure what he's supposed to do. I mean, John Brooks, the referee, I think that is a stupid yellow card. I usually agree with the referees when they dish out cards like that, but I think this is a um, stupid Vicario out of his area, but again offside, and again offside, and we begin again. 24 minutes gone in this first half. A good, exciting match. Spurs trailed after 4 minutes through Rasmus Højlund, but since then, I think they have been the better side of the two, have attacked well, have created lots of chances, loads of corners, and that it was indeed from a corner that they scored. Richarlison heading in and scoring and equalizing for Destiny Udogi in the box, but well played by Diego Dallo, who's on the right hand side, and here comes Kobe Manu, helps him out, and Diego Dallo tries to clear, earns a corner, earns a throw in for his team, and Manchester United can reset. Once again, here Spurs. Manchester United on the attack. Marcus Rashford. Oh, well defended. Well defended by Spurs. I think it was Porro initially, or Skip maybe, but it was well defended, and the danger is averted. But the Manchester United attack can, you know, can start again with Rafael Varane. Interesting to see that Garnacho is playing on the right and Rashford on the left. One would have thought that it might have been the other way round, but Rashford on the left. Manchester United, of course, are through to the next round of the FA Cup. They'll play either Newport County or Eastleigh, and Tottenham also beat um, Evan. Tottenham are also through. They beat Burnley. They'll play Manchester City, who beat Huddersfield Town in the third round of the FA Cup. And game, I mean, it's still very exciting to watch, but it's in a bit of a phase where both teams aren't attacking like they were initially. So a bit of a, you know, relatively speaking, a bit of a lull in the game. So Destiny Udogi. Shot saved by Onana. Brennan Johnson with a shot. Chance for Manchester United, but it straight down Vicarious' throat. Rashford down the left, and his cross from his left boot is straight down Vicarious' throat. He collects gladly. Once again, Manchester United down the left, but it's a corner. Pedro Porro sliding in and earning a corner. So it's been an excellent watch this game. Corner is cleared, and again a chance for Manchester United, perhaps. Destiny Odogi holding on, and Garnacho appeals for a penalty, but nothing doing. John Brooks says play on, and that's what Spurs do. And Hoiberg loses the ball. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but loses the ball. And I think it's another corner for Manchester United. Alejandro Garnacho still wanting a penalty, and you know what, this might have been given. You never know. But the game has started. Timo Werner, a good ball played into Richarlison. Johnny Evans on the right hand side of the defense, and I haven't looked at the stats, but if you look at the stats, I'm sure you're going to find that Tottenham would be ahead on most of them, if not all of them. I think they have had more of the possession. Manchester United have been playing more on the counter at home. They took the lead, which was from a sort of a counter attack, and then and and I mean Spurs have been doing most of the running in this game, and of course, Spurs, if they win, they go ahead of Arsenal in the Premier League table. And here we go, Spurs again. But good defending by Dallo, who's playing at right back. And interesting, most people would have thought that it would be Van Bissaka at right back, Dallo at left back. But I think it's Dallo at right back and Van Bissaka at left back. So I mean, perhaps a surprise, maybe not, but I would have thought that when I saw the team, Spurs, oh, just overhit. The cross was slightly overhit, and Spurs have the ball. Spurs down Manchester United's left, and let's assume this match ends in a draw. Who do we think will be happier of the two teams? I don't think either would be happy, but like let's say, relatively speaking, like who'd be more happy? I personally feel maybe even the situation. I'm finding it very hard to explain because I'm finding it very hard to you know ex, I mean convince myself. I mean who would be happier of the two teams, but. Maybe Spurs. It's Manchester United's home ground. Their new partial owner is watching, and they took the lead. I mean, oh, risky play by Emil Hoiberg, and in the end, it's mopped up by Spurs. Rodrigo Bentancur asking Hoiberg to be a bit more vigilant and aware of his surroundings. Played in left side, Timo Werner. All of Spurs players are in Manchester United's half. I mean all outfield player apart from Vicario. They are so confident with their ability, the pace, their ability to cover. I look at the stats and I think every minute that goes by, I think, oh, chance for Richarlison, but uh, to play a ball through Spurs have really, hemmed Manchester United back, and it's Mickey Van de Ven collects. Really good play by Spurs. Manchester United are just hemmed in. I mean, won't be surprised if Spurs scored another before halftime. Here goes Timo Werner. Udogi with the cross. No, it's blocked by Johnny Evans. Alejandro Garnacho brings it out. Chance! Oh, off the post, nearly an own goal. Nearly an own goal of a header by I not sure who it was, but Destiny Odogi it was who nearly scored an own goal, and Vicario was beaten, and his left hand post was rattled from a Udogi header, and now the ball is out for a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. But that's what the dangers of playing a highliner are. I mean, might have been offside, but I don't think that would have mattered. But and that was close. Here we go, Manchester United again. Johnny Evans is down injured. Not sure what happened. Chance, and it's 2-1 to Marcus Rashford scores. Marcus Rashford scores, and Manchester United are in the lead again. Are in the lead again, and Manchester United are in the lead again. Well deserved, maybe not, but not everything you get is well deserved these days. But Manchester United are perhaps a good advantage played by the referee John Brooks, and Vicario had no chance, and Marcus Rashford did really well with his right foot. That's his fourth goal in the Premier League, and the Spurs are behind. And assist by Rasmus Højlund right into the corner, and Manchester United lead again. 40 minutes gone in this second half. Wayne Rooney is in the stands again as well. Wayne Rooney, of course, a Manchester United legend, leading scorer of Manchester United's goals in the Premier League history. 208, I think he got. Recently got sacked as the manager of Birmingham City in the championship, and and must be happy to see his team, you know, playing good football, and Spurs must be kicking themselves. They had all the play, all the attempts, but a sucker punch, and all the work is undone. But still, about an hour's play to go if you add the added time in both the halves, as well as 4 or 5 minutes that are left. Eric Ten Hag must be happy talking to his assistant Vandergate. The chance for Manchester United, maybe. Oh, Marcus Rashford is free. Can he make it three? Oh no, just too many touches. Too many touches. And Spurs close him out. But Manchester United still in a promising position. The danger is gone for now. Well defended by Rodrigo Bentancur. It was, and chance for Timor Werner to run at Manchester United's defense. It's 2 on 1. Oh, his attempt is wide from his left boot, and it goes wide from a good ball. We've seen a few balls like that during this weekend. Again, in a weekend that a weekend that has only got 5 matches, 5 next weekend as well, and 5 next weekend as well. Arsenal and Liverpool play next weekend. We're into the added time. Manchester United have a corner. Rafael Varane is has come forward, and and it's Bruno Fernandes shot that goes way over the top, way over the top. Now Tottenham Hotspur have a corner. Pedro Porro to take from the right hand side. Oh, off the bar. Not sure who it was. Might have been Romero, but a superb header. I mean, it was a bullet header. Another cross. Oh, another attempt, and it's wide from Emil Højbjerg. Pierre. It was Christian Romero's header, which absolutely thundered off the bar. I mean, from point blank range, and I mean, very unlucky, very unlucky. Christian Romero, who's the captain of Tottenham Hotspur, very close to equalizing for the second time for this side from north of London or North London, and a bit of a fight breaking out between Hoyland and Romero, and Hoyland is booked for delaying the start of play. And Hoyland has had an excellent game so far, a goal and an assist. He's of course returning from illness. He hasn't played in the last couple of Premier League matches. He uh, he played against Wigan, I think, in the FA Cup, and and that's half time. And that's half time. Manchester United leading 2-1, 2-1 at half time, and good value for their lead. Good value, maybe not, but they have scored two goals and are ahead. And if they can keep a clean sheet in the second half, they will get all 3 points. They'll get all 3 points. But let's just look at some of the stats in this from this game, uh, from this exciting Premier League game, and so let's just have a look. Of course, Manchester United are leading 2-1, and so Tottenham have had 10 shots, Manchester United have had 6. Tottenham have had 4 shots on target to Manchester United's 2. Manchester United's Both of Manchester United shots on target have ended up in goal. Manchester United have had 37% of possession. Spurs have had 63%. 174 passes to Manchester United, 292 to Spurs. Pass accuracy, Spurs have a lot better. Fouls, Manchester United have committed more. Yellow cards have gone to have more yellow cards to Manchester United players in Hoyland, and I'm not sure who was the other player who was booked, and no red cards, of course, and 5 corners to both the teams. And talking of chances in both games, in for both teams, uh, of course, Timo Werner has had a couple of chances which have gone wide, and of course that Romero header came back off the bar was was uh, was perhaps the best chance for Spurs apart from their goal, which also came from a corner. So Manchester United need to improve their defending from corners, and if they can do that, maybe 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 they will get all 3 points. But for now, uh, there's a lot of time left. An entire second half is there. Spurs will pile on the pressure. Manchester United at least can make a couple of changes with Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez on back on the bench after long injuries. Both have been out for 2 to 3 months, maybe more, and 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 it's the onus is now on Spurs to make things happen and you know make sure that they can do whatever is in their power to earn. I mean, a point at least. Who knows? Maybe 3 points. Last night we saw Newcastle United were 3-0 up against. Or 3-0. I'm not sure where these figures are coming in my mind from, but were 2-1 up. But Kevin De Bruyne came on and changed the game for Manchester City, and they ended up winning 4-3, uh, 4-3, 3-2, and and I'm sure I'm sure Tottenham will be hoping that they can at least eke out a draw of from this game, and and whatever else they can muster from this game, and so this first half, let's discuss that. Uh, Marcus Rashford provided the assist to Rasmus Højlund, who scored, and then it was Richarlison from Pedro Porro's corner, and then it was Rasmus Højlund who provided the assist as Marcus Rashford helped uh, Manchester United retake the lead in this pulsating first half, and that's how where we are. That's how we have got to where we are right now, and Manchester United would be hoping to add to the goals they've scored, or at least not concede anymore, and win the game. Richarlison's header was superb. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who's the partial owner, who the man who'd be looking at the sporting side of things at Manchester United, will be, I'm assuming, would be reasonably happy with the scores line, at least, if not with the performance. He, of course, needs his gratification from Premier League to come through, and I'm 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 reading and hearing that there is a review that is going on at Manchester United, where they will be you know talking about things, and and taking action as to which players are good enough. Of course, Manchester United have done a bit of business in terms of outgoings. Jadon Sancho has left for Borussia Dortmund. Alvaro, Alejandro Fernandez, I think is his name. He's gone to Benfica, or his move will be finalized very soon. And Facundo Pellistri is close to moving out as well, either to PSV Eindhoven or somewhere in the MLS, maybe maybe LA Galaxy. and Hannibal Mabry, he could be on the move as well with Sevilla now favorites to land him, and Everton were interested as well, but I think he'll go to Sevilla, and who else? Anthony Martial could still move, and and uh, and who else? Not sure about anyone else. I I mean, haven't read or heard about anyone else, and and let's see how Manchester United move forward. How Manchester United move forward in the transfer market. Today is what 14th, so still about 17, 2.5 weeks to go, and and 2.5 weeks to go. If Manchester United do bring any forwards, uh, there's been talk of Daniel Malin, Seru Gorasi, and I don't remember any other names being linked, and any other names being linked, and I think as for Spurs, I think their transfer business is done. Um, Timo Werner and Radu Dragusin have come in. Eric Dyer has moved out. Uh, I don't think Ivan Perisic will play again for Spurs ever, and will again ever play for Spurs. And yeah, so I think Spurs are done in this January's transfer window. Good planning by them. Uh, they've they've brought in the players they wanted. They haven't messed about, and yeah, that should stand them in good stead. Not in this match, of course. They've lost Heung-Min Son, who's gone to Asian Cup. Pape Sarr and Ib Basuma are missing as well. I think both have gone to Asian African Cup of Nations, and 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 the squad is getting stronger with all the injured players now coming back. I'm pretty sure very soon we'll see James Madison will be back, as well as Dejan Kulusevski, who's ill today, and and Spurs will give other teams a run for their money when it comes to a top four place, and Manchester United, if they win today, are somewhere some way back in the top four race, and Manchester United are currently leading. So in terms of probability and chances, they are ahead, but still a good 45, 50 minutes left, and Manchester United need to be careful because Tottenham, I'm sure, will pile on the pressure, and the second half should should begin imminently. About a minute or two left, and and I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that, and once again going. Of course, Manchester United. I forgot to tell you that Manchester United could have taken the lead earlier as well in the half when Destiny Udogie tried a back pass, but it came back off the post, and he was lucky that it didn't go in. Both teams are back in the Old Trafford tunnel. Rasmus Højlund, he's had a very good game, and he's had a very good game, and with a Rasmus Højlund, he's been booked as well, but he scored as well as assisted. Uh, he scored and he assisted Marcus Rashford on his goal for his goal, and the second half, Spurs are ready to kick off. Manchester United players are now back on the pitch, and they'll be attacking their favorite end. That is the Stretford end, the end where they've scored a lot of goals, a lot of goals, and let's see what they can do in this half. I expect Tottenham to dominate the possession again, and Manchester United to play more on the counter, and yeah. So let's just get ready for the second half. The clock has started, and so Manchester United on the attack straight away, and it ends with a goal kick. And with a goal kick, and as I said, in the second half, I expect Manchester United to allow Spurs have the ball and play on the counter. Uh, chance, chance, and it's 2-2. And it's already 2-2. Rodrigo Bentancur scores. Rodrigo Bentancur equalizes minutes in after the second half kicks off, and Ange Postecoglou is delighted. And Spurs, I told you, Manchester United would let them play, but and they have paid the price with this goal, and and Manchester United only have themselves to blame with this. I mean, Timo Werner with the assist. Timo Werner with the assist and a good neat finish. Uh, Nothing Onana could do. Perhaps could have been slightly bigger, rather than going down on his knee. And Spurs are back level, and the game has kicked off after the goal. And Spurs have won the ball back, and no, but a wayward pass allows Manchester United to have the possession again, and it's 2-2. Eric Ten Hag would be. I mean, he doesn't have any hair. Would be tearing his hair out with the way his side have started this half. I mean, within minutes of the game kicking off, here goes Marcus Rashford, but his touch too heavy, and Christian Romero wins the ball back, and free kick to Tottenham Hotspur, and Spurs have equalized through Rodrigo Bentancur. He has been a big miss since he suffered a ACL injury, an ACL injury last season, and him coming back has added an extra dynamic to Spurs, and and here goes Richarlison, and yeah, so he scored a good goal, an excellent goal. Johnny Evans, Onana, could they have done better? Maybe, maybe not, but it is what it is. And Spurs have equalized, and we are once again where we all started from, back level. So Pedro Porro with the free kick, with the throw, and he's played in, headed back post. No, Manchester United win it back, and Manchester United are on the counter, but the ball is wavered and it is out for a throw in to Spurs. Eric Ten Hag, I don't know whether he was in the dugout or not, but I mean, it's so poor in terms of. I mean, it was a good goal, but you know, in the opening minute, lack of concentration, lack of, I don't know what you call it, coordination or whatever, and and uh, and you allow Spurs to get back in. It's so poor from Manchester United, and as I was expecting Spurs to have the bulk of the ball and bulk of the ball and now it's behind for a corner, I think, from Diego Dallo. I mean, last two corners, Rodrigo, Christian Romero has smashed the crossbar, and Richarlison scored as well. So Manchester United have to be careful. Cross comes in, I mean, taken shot, and then the cross was blocked. And here we have Romero, I think it is. I don't know what they have done with this corner. They're back on the halfway line, but a good pass. And it's Timo Werner's chance. Oh, good attempt. I mean, it was Richarlison actually. And Andre Onana collects. Spurs are really piling on the pressure. Christian Eriksen looking to spread the play. He's been a bit anonymous in this game, and Manchester United have it all to do again. Another, well, I thought it might go out for a corner, but it's prevented, and again it's end to end. Manchester United attacking, Spurs attacking, and but Spurs do look a more compact side, and a side that maybe they know what they're doing, and and knowing, I mean, a bit more, you know, how, I don't know what the word is, but let's say, let's go with Manchester United know what, oh sorry, Spurs know, Spurs look more accustomed to what, knowing what they're doing, rather than Manchester United, who are doing stuff off the cuff, basically. So so yeah, that's how I see it. Manchester United are, uh, I mean, once again, every outfield player is in Manchester United's half, and apart from Vicario, outfield player I said earlier, and again, ball played in behind Van Bissaka, who's playing at left back, and his clumsy touch nearly let Spurs in, but Rashford helped out, and Spurs have won it back, and Richarlison has won a free kick of Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen, interestingly, of course, a former Tottenham player, made his name at Tottenham in the Premier League. That is, he was a very well known player at Ajax as well. Inter under Antonio Conte, things didn't work out, and then came back to Premier League after his cardiac arrest scare during the Euros 2020, which were played in 2021, and then Brentford, and now Manchester United, where he's a bit of a bit part player, but uh, but doing all he can, and another free kick. Now it goes behind of Bruno Fernandes, and and it's a corner to Spurs, which they have created a lot of chances, and Pedro Porro to take. Okay, cleared, but Spurs should reload. Once again, Spurs play Manchester City in the FA Cup. Manchester United will get either Eastleigh or Newport County. Eastleigh, I think, Eastleigh, I think, are a non-league side, whereas Newport County is are a side in either uh, League One or League Two. So Brennan Johnson, I mean, it's been all Spurs in this second half, and Ange Postecoglou, Spurs manager, would be delighted. So Jim Ratcliffe is in the stands, watching his new team for the first time as owner, and as the owner, partial owner. I mean, it still hasn't gone through, but it will. It's just a mere formality, and another corner, and it's going to be another corner to to Spurs. They've had a lot of corners. They had five in the first half. They've had three or four in the second half. Another corner. It comes in, and it's No, Timo Werner's effort is over the bar, comfortably over the bar, but it was, I mean, you could say a quarter of a chance, maybe a lot of skill, technique, and maybe a little bit of luck required as well for that to go in as well. First substitution of the game, Christian Eriksen comes off, and and it's McTominay who's on for Christian Eriksen, and and Scott McTominay, who's the top scorer at Manchester United in Premier League this season in all competition. I think it's it's uh, it's Rasmus Højlund now who's the top scorer with seven. I think he's got five in the Champions League, two in the Premier League, and not sure who scored the goals in the first match in against Crystal Palace. So I think corner comes in, but it's too high and it goes out for a goal kick from Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, I think, will take corners from now on, and with Christian Eriksen going off, and with Christian Eriksen going off, and chance. Another corner to Spurs, this time Brennan Johnson getting it off Aaron Van Bissaka. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is down. Is it an injury? Maybe it is. Not really sure. A tackle from Scott McTominay. Not a pleasant looking tackle. And here comes Porro's corner. Another good corner, but it's well dealt with Manchester United, and it's played in smartly, but should be on us. It is, and Manchester United play it out. Chance for Manchester United, but it's well defended by Mickey van der Ven. He really is whipped. He's so quick. His recovery pace is really good, and he got there in no time to thwart Garnacho, I think it was, and Manchester United begin their attack. Oh, chance. Shot just inches wide from Scott McTominay, who's come on as a substitute in this second half in place of Christian Eriksen, and his shot from Van Bissaka's play goes just inches wide. Free kick to Spurs, foul by Kobe Menu. One of the bright lights for another substitution. Lisandro Martinez coming on. He's been a big miss, and I think he's coming on for Johnny Evans. So about half an hour for the World Cup winning Argentine, and a good round of applause for Lisandro Martinez, who's had his fair share of injuries, metatarsal injury, again suffered against Sevilla, and didn't quite fully recover from it and relapsed. And after a while, he's back for Manchester United, and their fans will be hoping for good now. I mean, that injury shouldn't affect his uh, participation going forward. And Manchester United still have a lot to play for, and still have a lot to play for, and they can keep him fit for their FA Cup and Premier League matches. Here goes Brennan Johnson up against Aaron Van Bissaka. Cross to the back post, but there is no one there. And Destiny Odogi, though, wins the ball back into the box. And is it a foul? Maybe not. Alejandro Garnacho taking a chance there, and then is there a VAR check going on? No, I don't think it's a penalty, and it's waved away. Chance for Manchester United with Marcus Rashford, who's been much like most of the Manchester United team. I mean, a bit anonymous, and Timo Werner plays it out. Someone is down injured, I think, and it's Destiny Odogi, the Italian, who's down injured, and requires some treatment. Foul by Scott McTominay. Ten Hag looks a bit frustrated, so he should. I mean, Destiny Udogi looks like he'll be okay. Of course, now Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez are back on the pitch. That was the partnership for most of the season, last season for Manchester United. When they finished third in the Premier League, and Manchester United fans will be hoping that these two can remain fit and you know help Manchester United climb up the table. Rodrigo Bentancur Good pass out to Timo Werner, who has had an excellent game. He's in the D, and it's another corner to Manchester United. Not sure how many corners they've had, and let's just check it out. It's now their 11th corner. Manchester United's defense needs to be careful. Uh, I mean, they've already scored from one, hit the bar from the another one, and Timo Werner has had a field day against Aaron Van Bissaka. I mean, against Dallo, in fact, and shot. Ah, it's deflected, and it's another corner, corner number 12 for Tottenham Hotspur. Oliver Skip's shot from the edge of the box is deflected behind by not sure who it was, but it's another corner for Manchester United, for Spurs actually. Here comes the corner, and oh, Manchester United are really living on the edge, and it's it's. I'm not sure if there's a VAR check going on or what, but no, the game should begin, and it begins with a throw into Manchester United, and it's a throw into Spurs now. Spurs have dominated this second half. Romero now buccaneering forward, and good ball played in Porro Johnson actually, and it's a throw into Manchester United. Lisandro Martinez, and Lisandro Martinez, of course, won the World Cup in 2022 with Argentina. He, I think, came on in the final. Of course, the first choice pairing was Christian Romero and Nicolas Otamendi. Otamendi, I mean, what he was doing for that first goal, I never know. And of course, Emiliano Martinez, we saw him earlier today, made some fine saves and to deny Everton, and was now tightening the screw, and Rodrigo Bentancur, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and Oliver Skip have really done, you know, well in this midfield for Spurs in the absence of some of the regulars like Sarr and Ibasuma. And it's offside against Manchester United. And so Spurs can build again. About 20 minutes left. Marcus Rashford is down. Manchester United have made two substitutions, and if they want to make more, they might have to make all three in one go. But Marcus Rashford is up. Might have been a knock from a collision from a Spurs player, but doesn't look like it will be too serious. So he should be able to continue. And 20 odd minutes, 18 minutes to be exact, and and extra time, which these days you never know how much you are going to get. Perhaps for 5 more minutes, 23 more minutes. Next game for both these teams will be in the FA Cup. Spurs against Spurs against Manchester City at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Manchester United will take on either Eastleigh or Newport County. I think both teams are coiled, to make one last attempt, and this game about 16 or so minutes left is Spurs in the box. Shot saved by Onana from Brennan Johnson. Incidentally, Spurs have yet to make a substitution. Uh, I don't think they have foul by Brennan Johnson. Could be a yellow card. Doesn't look like it. So last 10 minutes, before last 10 minutes, I think the game is in a bit of a you know situation where no team wants to take a chance, and I think both teams will make an attempt in the last 10 minutes to try and win it. Have to ball a little too heavy from Rodrigo Bentencourt and from Pedro Porro rather, and ball played in. Rasmus Højlund haven't seen too much of him in the second half. Neither Bruno Fernandes. Uh, I mean, good skill there from Højbjerg. Sold two players down the river, and here comes Timo Werner up against Diego Dallo. Offside. The flag is up. Last night we saw, officials keeping their flags down, and it resulted in an injury to Ederson. And this one was slightly more clear, and I mean, slightly more clear. I mean, clearer than the some of the others. But last night was, I mean, that was yards offside. So about here comes Garnacho for a corner. Manchester United have a corner. Garnacho, he's been anonymous in this second half as well. Uh, in the second half, Pedro Porro, not sure what he was trying to do, but it ends in a corner. Bruno Fernandes will take. What is he thinking? Corner comes in too deep, and it's Garnacho who we saw score what could be the goal of the season against Everton, an overhead kick, trying something extraordinary this time as well, but it wasn't to be, and it now breaks down, and Spurs attack again. This time with Brennan Johnson. Onana. Oh, it could have been a foul, but referee plays on. To be fair to Brennan Johnson, he didn't appeal, and I have to say that Spurs have missed Heung-Min Son, Ibasuma, and who else? Papasar, and it's another corner to Manchester United. Another corner to Manchester United, and the ball is behind. Destiny Udogie taking no chances, playing the ball in behind, and it's Manchester United. Free kick to Spurs. Foul on Richarlison from Hoyland, I think it was. McTominay. McTominay with the foul, and it's the end of Timo Werner's debut for Spurs. Brian Hill now coming on, the Spaniard who was signed from, I think, Sevilla. I think he was signed from Sevilla, and he was loaned back, now back with the club. Not sure he's done that well. Not that I've seen him do that well, but it is what it is, and he'll be looking to you know pick up where Timo Werner has left, and but it's Manchester United's attack. Marcus Rashford overrunning the ball. Do click like, share, and do subscribe to the channel. It does help. Now Tottenham Hotspur. Brian, not sure Timo Werner how he did. I mean, like he was having a good game, sort of. He a chance for Spurs. It's Johnson in the box, shoots. Garnacho. Into the last 10 or so minutes, and looks like another debutant coming on for Spurs. Radu Dragosin. Not sure what his nationality is. Maybe Romanian or Slovenian or something like that. It's another corner to Spurs, uh, and Manchester United need to be careful. Last 8 or so minutes, and As I previously, Spurs would, I think, just about be happier of the two sides with the draw, although they would want to win. Here comes the corner, and it's cleared away by Manchester United. Destiny Udogie is the last man back, and Brian Hill, I think, is playing on the right, and what is it, John? I think it's Hill. Poor ball. Marcus Rashford on the left for Manchester United. What can he do? He's been fairly anonymous in this second half, and it's a free kick to Manchester United. And Pedro Porro is penalised. Dangerous area this. Just just outside the box, and I personally don't think it's a free kick, but I personally don't think it's a free kick, and and but it's been given, and Manchester United need to defend it. Oliver Skip comes off. I think Radu Dragusin comes on. Have to wait and understand, and how his name is pronounced correctly. I'm pretty sure Dragusin isn't, or Dragusan is not the correct uh, pronunciation, but let's go with what the conventional wisdom says and go with the Dragusan, yeah, or Dragusin for now. Bruno Fernandes with a free kick, deflected away, could be a corner, perhaps a throw. It's a throw to Manchester United. Poor free kick, very very poor from Bruno Fernandes. He's been largely anonymous this second half, and to be honest, this whole game actually. And his ball for Marcus Rashford uh, for Manchester United first goal in the first 2 or 3 minutes was really good, but since then he hasn't done that much. His corners have been awful, and that free kick, less said about it, the better. Well played, well played by the Spurs midfield, and Spurs are on the attack with Brian Hill. Oh, bad cross behind everybody, and Mickey Van Vincent, and Spurs have not given up, and now they begin another attack. I'm not sure who it was. Might have been, might have been, might have been Bentancur. Unlikely to be Hoiberg, or I mean, unlikely to be Hoiberg. Skip has gone off, and here comes Anthony, Manchester United's last substitution. They've used up their three windows for substitution, and Marcus Rashford scoring. This is, I think, his second goal in 2 games. He scored against Nottingham Forest as well, the equalizer, uh, as it stood then, and then Morgan Gibbs White came on and scored. Uh, scored the winner for Nottingham Forest, and about 3 minutes of normal time remaining. Not sure how much time will be added on, but I think both teams will be will be feeling slightly unlucky if uh, if if they lose it from here. But this is Manchester United, theatre of dreams, and you know a lot of hearts have been broken in the last few minutes at this stadium. Mickey Van de Ven looks like he'll be unable to continue and is coming off. Emerson Royal is going to come on, and not sure how it this alters the Spurs back line. Um, not really sure. And Mickey Van de Ven is going off. Emerson Royal, the Brazilian, is now coming on. Mickey Van de Ven, who has just been back from a serious sort of a hamstring injury, and will be looking to help Spurs march up the table. Let's see if it ends in a draw where Spurs will be with the win. They'll with the win. They'll go above Arsenal, who play next weekend against Crystal Palace. But with the draw, they'll go on level on points with Arsenal, and Manchester United will be in seventh place with the draw. Not sure what has happened here, and nothing. Manchester United on the attack. Last minute of normal time. Spurs on the counter down the right hand side with Brennan Johnson, I think it is. Well headed away by Rafael Varane, and it's a throw to Spurs. Excellent cross. Not sure how much time has been added. Probably 5 or 6 minutes. There have been substitutions in this half, but there have been substitutions and not injuries that you know would have delayed any that that should allow for any more extra time. So about 4 or 5 minutes, I think. Manchester United have the ball with Van Bissaka. He's in reasonably at left back, and now it's a throw into Manchester United. So Jim Ratcliffe, watching on, not sure what he would have made of this, but still hoping. I think his team can earn a precious win chance for someone to cross, but it's Vicario collects, and I think 2 minutes out of the three have already, out of however many were added, have already been played, and I think Spurs player down injured. Referee allows play to go on, and this time Manchester United player is down injured, but referee plays on, and it's Richarlison who plays. Yeah. Not sure how much time is left. 3 minutes have already been played. Cardio playing, taking too many chances, and it's a throw to Manchester United in Spurs half. Chance for a cross! Oh no! Scott McTominay had a chance to win it. Excellent cross from Bruno Fernandes, but Scott McTominay's header is just inches away and is over the bar, unmarked, free header, and he has to do better. He has to do better. He's had a couple of chances, and uh, he has to do better. I think he has to do better. Eric Ten Hag would be disappointed with that header he put on Scott McTominay, but his header, I mean, this should be Vicario's, and I think we've played 4.5 minutes of added time, and that I think is that. That I think is that it. The game is now over, and draw. I think a fairly fair result. I mean, Manchester United could have won it. Spurs could have won it. Last chance went to Manchester United with Scott McTominay. Both teams, I think, will be fairly satisfied, content with the draw, 2-2 draw. Uh, Steve McLaren and Ange Postecoglou hugging it out, and yeah. So Spurs remain in fifth, level on points with Arsenal. Manchester United are now in seventh place, and interesting few weeks ahead. Just to recap, Manchester United took the lead through Rasmus Højlund. Spurs equalized through Richarlison. Then it was Marcus Rashford who scored, and then Rodrigo Bentancur equalized for the second time for for uh, for Spurs. And in the end, both teams could have won it, but neither did, and it ends in a 2-2 stalemate. Just think, Spurs would be slightly happier of the two teams, and that's how I see it, anyways. And I'll I'll take your leave now, and see you in my next few videos. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, please do consider subscribing. Do click a like for the video, and thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.